quarterback in the league. Oh, what a catch by Jay Nathaniel. That touchdown, Hurricanes.
Junior take a shot deep. Open target. From left to right, sets off.
Oh, down.
Watch him, he's going to step. He's going to go for it. Fell from the sky into Aaron Ike's hand.
Week 2 Wednesday night continues here from Morgantown, West Virginia and Mountaineer Field. It's the West Virginia Mountaineers hosting the Georgia Bulldogs. Hello everyone, I'm Nate Murphy, joined by Dominic Barfield. And Dominic, Georgia in a shootout a week ago. West Virginia struggled offensively at times in that one. How do you see this one playing out? Can West Virginia keep up with a high-powered Bulldog offense?
I am just coming off my threat recovering from having to call that game last week, and I'm sure that Georgia is going to look to continue to just explosive offensive power and dare you to stop them, and they're going to have to see if West Virginia can step up to the moment and cause something to happen.
Well, they're going to get a good kick return to start things off. Tank Golden all the way out to the 39-yard line. West Virginia starting under center. C.J. Yost, the freshman quarterback, takes the first snap of the ballgame and will fire near side. That is complete to Hamilton Berger, a gain of 13.
I'll tell you what, that throw had some mustard for that Berger first down. What an absolute rope to the boundary.
Now West Virginia quickly across the midfield stripe, and Yost will throw it again. Again underneath, this time to Jay Pittman. Good for just 2 before he steps out of bounds.
Yeah, it's a good confidence throw. Steps back, drops it off. Could have been a little bit quicker, had enough time to turn upfield, get a little bit more than 2 yards on that, but I like the good confidence throw.
And West Virginia at 2nd down and 8. Offset eye, they'll slide the fullback in motion. Yost will throw it again. Across the middle of the field, it is complete once again to Jay Pittman, his 2nd consecutive grab, this time for 29, and West Virginia has the offense moving early.
Pittman just absolutely executes excellent route running there, taking advantage of the middle of the soft spot of the zone defense, picking up easy gimme yards, and stumbling more for the big Mountaineer first down.
Quickly into the PX1 Sports red zone are the Mountaineers. Offset eye again. This time it's the tight end in motion left-right. He'll set up on the wing. They'll go play action, and Yost looking with time. Scanning the field all day to throw. Finally goes all the way back across. It is complete. And that is Hamilton Berger, his 2nd catch of the drive. Had to come back, gain of just 7.
Oh, wow. I have a major question. What do you think Yost is doing back there? I definitely have filing some I-9s back there. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, forever to throw the football. Probably could have taken off and gotten that 7 yards yourself. This one underneath to Berger, and he will break one tackle, gets out of bounds inside the 5. It's 1st and goal, West Virginia.
And this is absolutely shaping up to be a Berger-fed drive as West Virginia is moving with confidence right now. We'll have an update on Twitch after this play.
1st and goal, ball at the 2. Heavy set here, goal line formation. Yost going to throw it all day to throw it, and finds Seth Herrera, the walk-on tight end for the West Virginia touchdown, and the Mountaineers strike first.
Hey, over here we like walk-ons and we like tight ends. So the walk-on tight end getting some love in the end zone is absolutely monumental. Meanwhile, over on Twitch, we have a 45-yard touchdown pass to Jordan Little as OSU takes an early 7-point lead on Colorado with 7:44 left in the first quarter.
That one, the potential for a shootout over there as well. We know what Ohio State did last week, and we know Colorado can put points on the board with Taylor James. Here, it's 7-0, West Virginia the early lead, but a big kick return, and we could be even up in a hurry. Hamilton Berger, the tight end, has to knock Jet O'Reilly out of bounds, so the Bulldogs get a huge momentum swinger right there.
And I'll tell you what, the jet plane was just looking for permission from air traffic control to take clearance. Wow.
And this is the freshman Drake McDaniel. He's going to hand it off on play number 1. Lane Easton works his way forward for a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And yes, this is going to be a good on-the-run performance for the freshman Drake McDaniel. Absolutely did his best last season. last week.
Draw play here. Again, it's Easton looking for yards, and he'll pick up 6. So an early third down, but it's a 3rd and short for the Bulldogs.
No, absolutely should feel pretty comfortable. Last week, Easton went off for 20 touches for 99 yards. Really comfortable performance.
A shift in the secondary from the Mountaineers, and Georgia goes play action, and what a shot. Jay Walker came off the edge on a blitz and absolutely destroys McDaniel as he lets go of that football, and Georgia's going to have to settle for a field goal attempt.
Hank Golden with the absolute shot to the ribcage of McDaniel, sending the disruption as Georgia's kicker Mike Anderson does make it in for 3 points to shorten the lead to 4 for West Virginia.
6:34 to go, first quarter, and West Virginia holds, as you said, a 4-point lead, 7-3. Georgia kicking off, and Golden will field this at the 1. He had a nice return on the opening kickoff, not as much yards that time, just 25 out to the 25, and CJ Yost and his offense right back out on the field, Dominic.
Yeah, and Austin, I agree. How did he get rid of that ball? It's crazy.
Empty set, and Yost will throw this one. It is complete, a short gain for Hamilton Berger. It'll be just 2 on first down, 2nd and 8 coming up.
Not necessarily. I like throwing that ball in the flat when King Harris is around. Harris has the nose for the ball. West Virginia's going to be lucky to get that one off.
And now on 2nd down and 8, they'll go shotgun and look to throw again. And again into traffic. It's deflected and incomplete. That one was dropped by the receiver and then nearly picked off.
Nick Lee had eyes for the end zone and did not have eyes to secure the ball. What a tough drop by the safety.
Now 3rd down and 8. West Virginia looking to convert and keep the drive alive. This one into traffic, and they won't get this one back. It is intercepted, and the Georgia defense comes up with a huge play. It's Brady Cassini with his first pick of the night.
Now, Brady Cassini absolutely had eyes on the quarterback the entire time. There was no look off, absolutely. Tried to shoot that post route, and he shot that and said, I don't think so. What a read by the full safety.
And that one tried to be forced in double coverage, did not work. And now McDaniel, boy, he throws one right to Brandon Carr, the linebacker. It surprised him a little bit. It's incomplete.
Now, that ball had a little bit too much zip on it. Was not in the field of play.
2nd and 10 now. Georgia will take off on a run play here, trying to get Lane Easton going, and Tank Golden, he's the last man in. He makes the tackle there. There are a couple of Mountaineer defenders to help slow that down. It'll be 3rd and 10.
Now, Easton absolutely sent a shot to somebody, and Tank cleaned that up and said, I don't think so.
So 3rd and 10 after the turnover. West Virginia looking to get a big stop. This one floated to the far side, and it is batted down. Once again, the Mountaineer defense raises up. It's Brandon Carr, and that'll force a 3-and-out and a Bulldog punt.
0-3 for the freshman on the road. Not a good start so far in Morgantown for McDaniel.
So just a couple of drives early on for Georgia, but West Virginia's defense, who gave up some big points a week ago, has looked pretty good on their first couple of drives defensively. And now we'll see if the offense can get going again, as the Bulldog defense would love to come up with another big turnover. Offset eye, they'll slide the tight end in motion, set him up on the wing on the right. A straight drop back. This is over the middle to General Tao, as we like to call him in Morgantown, as you guys gave him the nickname last week. It'll be 2nd down and 4.
Happy to give him that nickname, and just like his name, the catch was sticky.
And we'll also get you guys a a Twitch update here in just a moment. This one thrown across the middle, looking for Tao again. This one incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 4.
Old habits die hard. I get where you're going with that, but over on Twitch, we have a 35-yard touchdown run by LC Fremont. Colorado ties the game up at 7. 5:14 left in the first.
It's a big 3rd down play right here for West Virginia. Under pressure, Yost off the back foot, and she could not get anything on that one. Incomplete. And the Bulldog defense forces a 3-and-out. So just like that, they'll get the football right back with just under 5 to play in the first quarter.
Now, you got to imagine that after last week's performance, CJOs is absolutely trying to shake the cobwebs. Going 29 for 47 for 281 and 2 picks was not the performance you wanted to see coming out to start off your career. Absolutely got to find a way to get something moving on the offensive side.
Well, they had a good drive on drive number 1. The last couple of drives, however, it has not panned out for the Mountaineers, but Georgia is still looking to get something going offensively here on their 3rd possession. And this one thrown across the middle, and McDaniel just off on that one. Receiver was breaking open to the middle of the field, just couldn't connect.
No, had an open man on an in route and just could not find a way to get it done.
Now out of the shotgun, they'll go play action down the seam, open receiver this time, and this time it is caught. Jaden Charles will hold on through the contact. Good hit, but couldn't knock the ball free.
You know, can't hit the man in open stride, but you absolutely find a way to get a frozen rope to the spot for your first completion. What a throw by the freshman. Absolutely love that presence.
And that was Brent Dale with the big hit. Couldn't knock the ball free. So Georgia converts there, picks up a first down, and now they're going to go backwards. The false start will make it 1st and 15, just as they were able to get some things going on offense.
And that is the first false start we've had on YouTube this season. Only took to week 2. Wow, what do you know?
I think we had 2 or 3 just in the first game on Twitch tonight. And read option, look, they're going to give this one to Easton, and West Virginia's defense had that one read. Will Brown gets into the backfield to make the stop. It'll be 2nd and 15.
Will Brown read that play like a book and absolutely brought Easton down for a loss. Not the start you want to see for this Bulldogs.
Set 2 to the top of the screen along with the tight end. Read option again. McDaniel, he's going to keep it near side, and this time there's room to work. Breaks a tackle, breaks another, and nearly picks up the first down. Gets 16 on that run before he is finally dropped to the turf. It'll be 3rd and a yard.
Big man absolutely calls his own name, sends Brent Dale to the dirt, and says, I'll do it myself. Setting up the Bulldogs for 3rd and 1. Here we go.
And they will go under center. Offset eye power formation. Will they hand this one off, or do they take their shot downfield? They'll slide the tight end and then move him back, trying to read the coverage, and they will throw it corner to the sideline, I should say. And Jeff Master keeps the feet down, picks up 14 in the first down.
Master key, master hands, master plays. What a beautiful pickup on the boundary.
1st and 10 inside the red zone here. This one dumped underneath, and Dale potentially saves a touchdown as Charles was breaking free. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Meanwhile, over on Twitch, 7-yard touchdown pass to John Don, and Ohio State takes a 14-7 lead. 3:05 left in the first.
Power set 2 tight ends, and they'll go up the middle with Easton. He will have the first down. Didn't get it by much. Picks up the 3 they needed. It'll be 1st and goal.
No, here at home, you would call that a controversial spot, but hey, they're going to move the chains.
Well, 1st and goal, they're going to spread things out and try and throw it. This one is complete, and down to the 3-yard line goes Brady Chauffain, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Short throw there by McDaniel. Chauffain having to come back to the ball in the middle of the field. Could have been more, but they're going to be happy to get what they gained.
And now they're going to go with a goal line set. They'll give it up the middle, bouncing to the outside, and O'Reilly cannot get away. 3 blue jerseys, including Elwood Gray, who will get credit for the stop in the backfield.
Air traffic control is not letting the jet plane take off at all. Smothered by a Mountaineer defense that was not letting anything work.
So 3rd and goal. Big play here, back end of the first quarter. We're going to go read option to the outside, and that's going to be an easy walk-in touchdown. Lane Easton untouched for the Bulldog touchdown.
And Easton finds a way to get it done untouched. What a answer back there for the Georgia offense to retake the lead over the Mountaineers on the road. Really, really solid offensive drive there. Everything looked cohesive. They weren't in frets. Solid reads, easy pitch and catches, good running, good holding by the line. That just looked methodical by the Bulldogs.
There you see the play selection for Georgia. A pretty balanced look here early on tonight. 8 runs, 8 passes. West Virginia has not been so balanced. They have not turned and handed off to Keith Samuels yet tonight. It has been all CJ Yost in the passing game, but just one score to show for it, and they are down 10-7 here with 2:15 to go first quarter.
No, absolutely. They are not afraid to tell this Bulldogs defense to stop them from putting it in the air. It's been fun to watch so far.
So here we go. Yost again she'll throw this one complete to Berger, gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5.
A little bit of zip on there on the out route, and absolutely good. Makes a good first down play.
Offset eye, and this will be the first carry for Keith Samuels. He's got the first down on the delayed handoff, gain of 8. So a good job sneaking that one in there after about 15 straight throws. It'll be first down for West Virginia.
And at that point, they don't see it coming. You lull them to a false sense of security, absolutely take advantage of it on the handoff, scamper for 8 yards. Love how that looks.
3 receivers in the tight end in the formation. They give it back to Samuels. Another drop play. Boy, got a yard, but paid the price for that one. King Harris saw it, came up, and made the big hit.
I absolutely tried to deplete the kid. What a shot. Almost felt personal, if you ask me.
Yeah, and there may have been some words exchanged pre-game around midfield. You try and control them, but emotions run high as Samuels gets this one up the middle. So another run between the tackles for the senior tailback, and he's got 5 there. It'll be 3rd and 4.
I do like the way that West Virginia's peppering in the run game on this drive, really trying to keep this Bulldogs defense on their heels.
Looks like Georgia's coming with some pressure from the secondary. They will bring some extra defenders. This is caught by Pittman, and he's got 6. That's good enough for a West Virginia first down inside Georgia territory.
No, absolutely love that curl route. Sit down, not a defender around. That's an easy pitch and catch for the first down. Love to see that every single time.
And again, tight end in motion. I formation here. Straight drop back from Yost. Taking the shot one-on-one downfield, and it is Jay
Wow.
going up to get it. Gain of 36, 1st and goal, West Virginia.
What a big throw by CJ Yost, but what a bigger catch. Wow, I'll tell you what. Pittman went up for that and said, hey, I'll take it from here. What a catch.
Lamont Johnson was there, one-on-one coverage in good position. Pittman just went up and stole it. Yost rollout, throws corner of the end zone, wide open. KJ Smith from 9 yards out, and West Virginia is back on top.
What a drive by the Mountaineers, and what a first catch for KJ Smith as he finds the end zone for 6 points as the Mountaineers retake the lead. Beautiful execution by that offense. Did not have any hesitation in their giddy up. Just got that ball where it needed to go and moved it in time.
So West Virginia a week ago, 2 touchdowns in 4 quarters. Tonight, first quarter, 34 seconds left to play. They already have 2 touchdowns. So a better offensive showing for the Mountaineers here at home in week 2. And now the defense has got to step up, make another play. Georgia has moved the football pretty well the last couple of drives, and we're able to punch it in on their last drive.
And Murph, you also do want to take the moment to go ahead and give congratulations to CJ Yost for her first career touchdown.
That would be her second. She did throw one on the first drive. Got it to a walk-on tight end.
I blanked.
But I believe that was KJ Smith's first career touchdown. The freshman wide receiver punching one in. This is John Lucas picking up his first catch of the night, gain of 6.
No, what an absolute complete just mental blip right there, and we are right back at it for this drive.
Hey, it's late. It's East Coast, almost 10 o'clock on the East Coast. Blitz coming, and it gets home, and I believe that was Elwood Gray. Came off the end, the strong safety. What a way to end quarter number 1 for the Mountaineer defense as Gray gets home for the sack.
Murph, I'll tell you what, it may be late over here on the East Coast, but that blitz was early and hot. What a shot.
What an exciting first quarter we had as West Virginia leads it 14-10 over Georgia. Come on back. You're watching the CFSL presented by PX1 Sports here on YouTube. And welcome back inside Mountaineer Field here in Morgantown, West Virginia. Quarter number 2 about to get underway. It's 3rd and 12 for the Bulldogs. Blitz coming. This one thrown and full extension. Uriah Pace across midfield, and West Virginia thought they were going to get off the field, and Georgia says not so fast.
If my memory does not make a mistake here, I believe that's now back-to-back games. Uriah Pace has had a Superman layout snag for a big first down. What a catch.
A momentum builder here for the Bulldog offense. Blitz coming again off the back foot. McDaniel, a little bit of pressure and force him off his spot. That one's incomplete.
I had a man in the vicinity, just could not get the ball to where it needed to be in an unfortunate errant throw.
Under center here is McDaniel. Single back draw play, and that one goes nowhere. Lane Easton could not get away. Will Smith with the stop in the backfield.
Now, what an absolute tactical shot there by the player. Getting there in the backfield, Will Smith absolutely was not contested by the lineman in the slightest.
And then after the play, he got jiggy with it. As 3rd and 13, can West Virginia get off the field here? They will. That is going to be ruled incomplete. McDaniel got the arm going forward. So 4th and 13 back on the Bulldog side of midfield, and Georgia will punt it away.
Thank you for getting getting jiggy with the comment in. I was trying to find a way to shoehorn in Men in Black. It just was not working. So thank you for not leaving that door.
Oh no, don't worry. There will be plenty of
Big Willie style also would have been great.
Yeah, well, I threw that out in chat last week, and I got blasted for that. So
no, that eats absolutely.
Probably his best album, to be honest. And now West Virginia 1st and 10. Yost across the middle, open receiver. Sebastian Grant bouncing off of one, picks up 15 in the first down.
Actually, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know how you really argue outside of Big Willie Style, another bigger album that Will Smith put out. That's absolutely a crazy tape to try to make.
Hey, listen, I'm going to be honest. As much as I like some Will Smith music, that's the only album I actually know. I know individual songs. But albums in general, that was the only one I owned, to be honest. This one is incomplete. Tried to get it to Samuels out of the backfield. Could not hang on. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Now, unfortunately, you know how it goes. Parents just don't understand. So maybe it may have, escaped our range.
That is very true. And now Yost trying to get things going again for the Mountaineer offense, and that is caught. Jay Pittman holds on. Great job with the catch through the contact. It's first down.
Beautiful sit-down route there by Pittman, and Yost just absolutely finds him open in the middle of that zone. 5 wide. Yost sitting in the pocket. We'll get rid of this one. Had to throw that one away. Smart decision from the freshman quarterback that time. It'll be 2nd and 10. She lives to see another play, doesn't try to force it into a tight coverage and make an errant throw. You absolutely love to see that pocket presence.
Offset eye here. Samuels the deep back. Yost barking out the signals, taking her time. Straight drop back, sitting in the pocket, and she will fire near side, and Pittman able to keep the feet in bounds. Good awareness there from Jay Pittman, and he's already up to 100 yards. And
Pittman absolutely submits an application to the 10 toes down challenge. That's good on Sundays.
And 1st and 10. I like that one. First time I've heard that. And this one is complete as Pittman again, and he comes back to the ball and then fights his way forward another 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 6.
Thank you so much. Glad that you liked it. Feel free to use it if you want to. It is an absolute good way to make a statement.
High formation. Samuels the deep back. They'll fake it to him. And towards the end zone. Open receiver. And that was Dow. Hunter Dow in the end zone could not hold on.
Oh, just an absolute heartbreaking throw. Dowell was completely open, uncontested.
3rd and 6. Will that come back to bite on this one? Down the sideline, Sebastian Grant. He will hold on for the Mountaineer touchdown, and they will extend the lead with the extra point. It will be 21-10, 6:58 to go here in the half.
You know what, Murph, to me, that sounds like ball don't lie, but however, the booth is going to review. Let's slow it down. No, that's absolutely, that's 10 toes in. That's good on Sundays.
Too. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, no, I think the refs just wanted to get involved for a minute. What a beautiful throw by the freshman CJ Yost. Just a good, and yes, absolutely, the play stands as leg is up for the PAT.
And so West Virginia able to bounce back from the drop, get the very next play into the end zone. Yost not afraid to throw it downfield. And I'll say, Dominic, the difference this week to last week for the West Virginia offense, they haven't been afraid to take some shots downfield. They're trying to stretch things out, and so far that's working. I would expect the Georgia defense, though, will make some adjustments. But right now, the offense has got to make an adjustment here for Georgia. They got to get back downfield.
Well, no, that's always the change from week 1 to week 2. Week 1, you don't really exactly know what you're game planning for, so sometimes the game planning might just go awry.
And we'll see if Georgia can get something going here. They're going to try and start with the ground game, and a good first down run from Lane Easton. He catches the edge and picks up 8.
Easton has just been doing good, hard-nosed, gritty running the last 2 weeks. Love watching Easton take off with the ball.
McDaniel will sit in the pocket, and that one was dropped. McDaniel put that one where it needed to be, but it falls incomplete. Big third down coming up here.
No, Tank Golden could have possibly walked that in for 6 uncontested. Oof.
High formation. Georgia looking to convert. They'll go play action. They'll take their shot on the corner route, and John Lucas, the big tight end, makes the play just across the midfield stripe, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs.
Murph, I tell you what, I'm a big proponent of, you put a big tight end on a corner route, it's almost one of the most unstoppable routes in the CFSL. If you can find an offense to predicate your entire go around that route, you would be almost unstoppable.
And that one was actually somewhat well covered. I've seen tight ends far more open, but again, a great throw, and Lucas holds on for the big first down. Then they go back to the ground game. Easton finds a yard here on first down. It'll be 2nd down and 9.
No, that's one thing that I like, Murph. In a battle of freshman quarterbacks, both quarterbacks are just making beautiful throws.
Georgia relying a little bit more on their running game than West Virginia has, and they go to Jed O'Reilly here, and O'Reilly picks up a quick 9 yards and a first down.
Love watching the jet plane go ahead and convert early there. Georgia is putting up a drive right now. Let's see if they can keep the momentum going.
They're going to slide their tight end left to right, set him up on the wing on the right. Play fake here. Floating this one towards the corner, and incomplete. I don't know if they're going to rule it a drop or if he was out of bounds, but well covered, could not get it down inbounds.
Meanwhile, over on Twitch, 5-yard touchdown pass to John Don, his 2nd of the night as OSU takes the lead 21-14 on Colorado. 5:07 left in the half.
Really good game going on over there on Twitch. And Georgia trying to close the gap here in this one, and a nice throw as Lane Easton out of the backfield had to reroute his route. McDaniel had so much time to throw that football, and he was able to get away from the safety, Dale, who does eventually make the tackle.
No, absolutely just cooked him on the freestyle routing, getting out of the way to try to make the way to extend the play and just put him on an island. Love the making it up as you go and just trying to get that backyard first down. What a pickup by the Bulldogs.
Yeah, a little schoolyard action right there. And yeah, sometimes it's the off-script stuff that tends to work a little bit better. So now a wing on the right, fullback offset. They're going to throw this one near side, incomplete, just throwing that one away. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
Nope, always just got to throw it away and live to see another day. You cannot complain too much about it.
So here we go, McDaniel under center now. Straight drop back, looking across the middle, complete and inside the 5-yard line. John Lucas got inside the linebackers on that slant route and was nearly able to drag him into the end zone. It was Caspian Oko that had to drag him down.
Big boy tight ends make big boy plays in big boy moments. Absolutely moving the chains for the Bulldogs.
1st and goal from the 2. Watch the read option right here. It's exactly where they go, and Lane Easton, for the 2nd time tonight, walks it into the end zone. and Georgia will pull this back to within 4 with the extra point.
Absolutely a zone read, but there was no hesitation there whatsoever. Absolutely just hand that off to Easton, and Easton walks in unchallenged. What a beautiful answer back for the Bulldogs offense. Now cutting the lead within 4 points of West Virginia with 5:02 left in the second quarter.
Yeah, that was a beautiful drive. It was the answer that Georgia needed. They were able to give their defense a rest over there on the sideline while they put that together as well. So that could come in big here as well. And now a decent return here from Hunter Dow. So he gets it 26 yards out across the 30-yard line. And now it's CJ Yost and the Mountaineer offense back to work.
And never certified says that dog is ugly. War Eagle, you ain't told a lie.
Yeah, I mean, they don't call him Ugga for nothing. And Samuels trying to find some room to work, weaving in and out of traffic. And that was a lot of juking and jiving for 3 feet.
7 yards of movement for 1 yard gain. Absolutely tough.
Listen, it's a lot of ugly, not so much cute, Gene. Sorry.
Co-sign that.
Samuels this time will not get away. And it's going to be a loss of 1. Smoke Vasquez in the backfield with the stop. So a big 3rd and long now coming up for West Virginia.
No, absolutely just smoked that out. Had no chance of anything from that.
4 wide receivers. Yost looking under some pressure, has to go underneath the Samuels, and that is dropped, incomplete. So a quick 3 and out after the Bulldog offense marched it downfield and scored. So West Virginia will punt it away, holding on to just a 4-point lead here.
Really had to tumble and fight for that punch out, but a good way for the Georgia defense to really lock it in and force the Mountaineers to have to punt it right back to them after a momentous previous drive. Look to see if the Bulldogs can keep that going on this next drive as Jenna Riley returns the ball for 11 yards on that punt.
Out near the Bulldog 40. And there you see O'Reilly hasn't been terribly involved in the rushing game as Lane Easton has gotten the lion's share of the carries for the Bulldogs offense here. And it is Easton in the backfield with McDaniels on this one. They'll go with a little midline read, and McDaniel dragging defensive linemen. Those aren't linebackers or corners that he's dragging around. Those are defensive linemen he just drugged for 8 yards.
Hey Murph, you also got to keep in mind with the way that tariffs are going, you cannot afford to keep the jet plane out at all times.
You know, that's fair. And this one is thrown on a crossing route, and Jaden Charles, his 3rd catch, 27 yards. I believe all 3 of his catches have actually converted for first downs.
I believe you are correct, in fact.
And I don't hear that very often. Not right very often on that one. So they will go back to the ground game. Easton bounces off of 1, but a lot of blue and gold swarming to the football there. Tank Golden, his 3rd tackle, first in the backfield. A
straight platoon of Mountaineers met him and said, I do not think so. Not exactly the first down play you want to see cooked up.
Back across midfield into Georgia territory. 2nd down and 12 from the 49. Draw play coming. And going nowhere. Easton will lose 4 as Brandon Carr, the linebacker, in on the blitz, able to get home. West Virginia, they sold out on that one and were able to make the stop.
The platoon is pushing them back. Look to see if they can dial up some air support here on 3rd and long.
Last 3rd and long, Georgia took their shot, and it was a diving catch to keep the chains moving. This one dumped underneath, and Charles was dumped right there by Tank Golden, who hit him like a tank. It'll be 4th and 11. Georgia going to punt it back.
Hey, you know, a wise man once said, throw short, you stay short. Don't know where I heard that from, but seems to make sense in that moment.
I've heard that once or twice, and West Virginia going to get it back with a little over 2.5 to go, actually just over 2:40 to go, still holding on to that 4-point lead.
And the tank gets tanked on that tackle. Meanwhile, over on Twitch, a 16-yard touchdown pass to Speedy Hernandez for Colorado to cut into the OSU lead, 28-21, 2:54 left in the second quarter.
CJ Yost looking, will throw this one underneath. It's complete. Jay Pittman continuing his big night, gain of 5 on that one.
Now, Pittman is absolutely doing anything to do to absolutely be a security blanket.
2nd down and 5. Yost looking under some late pressure. Hit as she throws, and it's really intercepted.
Oh, absolutely what a throw. And Nick Lee was thinking about taking that back. Did not put eyes on the ball, and Yost is lucky for that to fall to the ground.
4 receivers set. They're going to try and set up the screen here. And Samuel slips one, will not get there. Well, they had a chance, but didn't get the blocking set up. Samuels did a lot of work on his own, comes up just a yard short.
I like the 3rd and screen, and some unwise man once said that 60% of the time the screen works every time. It almost rolled the dice for the 60%, but unfortunately it's got to sit in the 40. Really like that call there.
And it was close, but a lot of individual effort from Samuels. You would have liked to seen the offensive line pick up a block or two. Instead, 1st and 10, ball on their own 39 for the Bulldogs. 3 receivers bunched tight to the formation at the top of the screen. That's where McDaniel is looking. He's got an open receiver, and it's a 1st down. A nice throw towards the sideline. Jeff Master with the catch.
Master hands, master key, master plays. Just continuing his performance after last week. And what solid route running by Jeff Masters.
So quickly, ball into West Virginia territory at the Mountaineer 42-yard line. 1st and 10, McDaniel in the shotgun. He's looking, he's going to throw this into the flat, and even if that was caught, it would have been incomplete and a loss of yards. It'll be 2nd and 10 here for the Bulldogs.
Over on Twitch, 55-yard touchdown pass to Speedy Hernandez, his 2nd. Colorado ties the game at 28, 1:44 left in the half.
Shootout over there, and a very good ball game. Good game here as well, and a 4-point game, and this one is intercepted.
Ooh.
That ball was thrown into the flat and right to the defender, and that is a huge play for the Mountaineers. William Diaz, the 3-star freshman safety, steps up and makes a play.
Absolutely said, give me that. Straight took the cookies and did not look back. What a turnover by the Mountaineers.
And so now, with 1:42 to go in the half, West Virginia would love to extend the lead here. Yost could not get it off. She was winding up to unload that one, but dropped for a loss of 9.
Now, absolutely try to get something to happen, and she could not get it to shake.
Now 2nd and 19. Georgia bringing some pressure. This one thrown away. So the last couple of plays, Georgia's dialed up the blitz and has really rattled C.J. Yost.
You know, Merck, to be honest with you, I wouldn't be surprised if we see a handoff here and just kind of succumb to the loss here and try to keep the clock going.
And there it is, a little delayed handoff. Samuels breaks one tackle, but nothing doing. Slung down rudely, and I believe King Harris is the one that's going to get the tackle. 4th and 19. So West Virginia gets the turnover, but goes backwards after that. So Georgia getting it right back with about 1:20 to go here in the half. 2 of their 3 timeouts, and good special teams coverage right there as Dre Banks with the stop.
Yeah, Georgia being aggressive, calling the timeout, trying to keep all the momentum, and then West Virginia being aggressive and getting an absolute no gain on the return.
Empty set here. McDaniel looking. He fires towards the sideline. Great job by Pace keeping the feet down in bounds.
And another submission for the 10 toes down challenge as Uriah Pace makes that good on Sundays for the 1st down.
And here we go on 1st and 10 across the middle. It is complete, breaking a couple of tackles and still on his feet all the way down the sideline to Chaffain. 31 yards later, and Georgia 1st and 10. They'll hurry to the line.
Brady Chaffain getting shifty on the stick movement.
Here we go on 1st down now. Inside a minute to go. Straight down the seam. Complete, breaking a tackle inside the 5. It's Jaden Charles. It's 1st and goal, Georgia.
Calling the timeout makes absolutely no sense. You want to bleed as much clock as you can on here. Weird call by Georgia.
2 tight ends set. McDaniel is going to throw across the middle, wide open, and Mike Foster, the walk-on. It's going to be a Georgia touchdown, and they regain the lead.
And, Gene, no, number 1 for both teams are cornerbacks, not safety.
Yeah, Dre Banks, 3-star freshman corner for West Virginia, made the stop on the punt return, but Georgia quickly downfield, and with 52 seconds to go in the half, they have a 24-21 lead. They will also get the ball to start half number 2. So this becomes a big 48 seconds for the West Virginia offense. 2 timeouts. They have moved the ball well at times tonight. They have struggled the last few times they've had the football, though. Can they get something going? Need to at least get in a field goal range, try and get this thing evened up before the break. So 1st and 10, ball at their 26. Yost, straight drop back, and she will fire towards the sideline. It is complete to Grant for 13.
Well, Murph, I got to say, you took all the wind out of my sails. I was going to try to set you up for the fact that they had timeouts in their pockets. Good time to go ahead and double dunk and get aggressive. You said everything I was going to try to set you up for.
Yeah, that's what a good play-by-play guy does. He just takes the wind right out of the color guy's sails. Berger for 6 there. 2nd and 4 coming up.
I don't know exactly about good, but left me hanging.
Well, mediocre anyway. And so 2nd and 4, Yost straight drop back under some pressure again. Taking her shot deep, one-on-one downfield, and overthrows everybody looking for Hunter Dow. It'll be 3rd and 4.
I'm going to be honest with you. I do not hate the confidence there by Yost. She tries to send a yard, and it just falls to the ground.
Dow had a step, just couldn't put it where it needed to be. Offset eye here on 3rd down. Yost standing in the pocket, looking again. And to the sideline, KJ Smith with a good catch. 28 seconds to go. West Virginia has a 1st down.
And way to get down inbounds and get that movement. West Virginia is absolutely looking at points in the field goal range, if anything, and they're going to try to get a shot or 2 down there and see if they can just knot it up and get 6 instead of 3.
Probably need close to, if not 1 more 1st down to be in Luke Leg field goal range. This one dumped underneath. It's that's General Tao who came out of the backfield, and boy, did he take a shot.
No, General Sal just got Kung Pao.
So 2nd and 6, 10 seconds and counting now. Underneath, complete. Tao will make the catch, and
you burned the timeout here. What are you doing?
Get the snap off. So here we go. Final play of the half. Now it's got to be to the end zone. It won't be incomplete. Clock runs out, and West Virginia will head to the locker room here at home, down 24-21. Georgia put together a really good last 4 minutes or so of that 2nd quarter, Dominic, and they have the lead here at the break.
Yeah, I'm a little confused by the ending of that first half. What you've got a timeout in your pocket. You can't take it with you. Your ball's on the 30. Why do you not call on your kicker to make the attempt if you're only going to throw it to the boundary and throw it away? Just a very head-scratching situation there. But this has been a very back-and-forth game by both teams. Both teams have had lulls. Both teams have had moments of surging. And right now, it's just a momentum game. Georgia's kind of riding it out. West Virginia's kind of feeling it, trying to get back. It's just going to be a game of who's going to show up in the second half and just who wants it more, Murph.
Speaking of showing up, Dominic, why doesn't everybody just join us for Hangout 25, July 11th through the 13th in New Braunfels, Texas? This is your chance to connect with fellow CFSL members, enjoy great company, and make unforgettable memories. Head over to the announcements channel, fill out the form, and let us know if you're coming and how many are joining you. We hope to see all of you there this year, and let's make this the best hangout yet.
I know I'll be there, Murph.
Unfortunately, I will not be able to make it this year. Hopefully, next year, me and the wife, at the very least, can find a way down to hang out and meet everybody. But unfortunately, not going to work out this year. Georgia with the football to start half number 2, and they'll keep it on the read option with Drake McDaniel. He'll pick up 9. It'll be 2nd and 1.
McDaniel getting a little dicey to start off the second half, calling his own number, keeping it on the read option, scampering for 9 yards. You like to see the biting there.
Now they'll go under center, tight end in the formation, offset eye, and they'll slide the tight end to the other side. Play action, West Virginia coming with some pressure. It gets picked up, wide open receiver. It's Lucas once again, the big tight end. He's having a good night. 4 catches, 62 yards for John Lucas.
The big tight ends on what looks like another corner route. Surprise, surprise. It's just about almost undefeated. You love to see your tight ends on that corner route. It's almost unguardable.
Ball quickly to the West Virginia 42-yard line. Georgia with a 3-point lead here to start the half. This one thrown incomplete. Maybe a little bit of miscommunication between the receiver and the quarterback on that one, and it falls incomplete.
Well, absolutely full miscommunication. You had an open receiver in the vicinity, just ball was not where it was supposed to be or receiver.
Second down, and McDaniel going to have to throw this one away. Good coverage on the back end that time from Mountaineers secondary, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
Now, you're going to live to see another play, but now you're facing a 3rd and long. You're just on the cusp of field goal range. Got to find a way to get this ball forward.
West Virginia bringing a blitz. It's picked up straight down the seam, one-on-one coverage, and Jaden Charles got to the inside, gets to the end zone, and Georgia extends the lead.
Well, Murph, I tell you what, you ain't got to worry about trying to settle for 3 when Jaden Charles is going to absolutely take it on a inside seam route for 6 points every time. Wow. What a pitching catch. The freshman on the road, McDaniel, throws a rope, and Jaden Charles just secures the catch, shakes off the tackler, and finds the end zone to extend the lead.
Extra point up and good. So Georgia 31, West Virginia 21, 8:07 to play in the 3rd quarter. Georgia took the first drive of the 2nd half and marched it right downfield, hit the big play to extend the lead. And now West Virginia needs to find an answer. They have had their moments offensively tonight. A much better offensive performance in half number 1 than they had the entire game in week number 1, but they got to put another one together here.
Absolutely, and I've got a Twitch update for you guys after this play.
3 receivers. Samuels, the lone back. Yost trying to roll out and rolled right into the blitzing defender. Was able to get that one underneath to Hamilton Berger for a gain of just 2.
Had some mustard on it, but not the way we wanted. Meanwhile, over on Twitch, 4-yard touchdown pass to Kellen Taylor as Colorado takes the lead, 35-31, 7:01 in the 3rd.
A high-scoring game over there. This one underneath complete. It is Berger who fights his way forward for a gain of 9 and a West Virginia first down.
Well, man, if you wanted some mustard, you've got it right now as the pass zips underneath to Berger.
King Harris picking up his 5th tackle. Fun play here. Samuel's going nowhere. So trying to catch the edge, and Smoke Vasquez was just waiting on him. His 7th tackle, 2nd tackle in the backfield tonight for Vasquez.
Smoke wanted all the smoke. Credit to him. 7 tackles on the game so far tonight. What a performance.
Back under center, draw play. Samuel's looking for room and will not find it. Instead runs into King Harris. So a gain of 1, and now it becomes a long 3rd down.
You know, I get the passiveness, try to regain a little bit of what you lost, but now you're facing a 3rd in almost California. Not liking this look.
5 wide receiver set here. 3-man rush. And Yost had a man on the corner route. Couldn't keep KJ Harris inbounds.
No, a half a second earlier. That ball is good on Sundays. That is tough.
KJ Smith, I don't know where KJ Harris came from. I think that was actually a real player somewhere, and that name just popped into my head for some reason. Yeah, and King Harris, who's made a play after play for Georgia. It happens. My fault, and he's my own player, so he'll beat me up for that one in the locker room, I'm sure.
I'm pretty sure you're thinking of the Tennessee Titan legend.
But yeah, see, I got something in my brain. I just don't know what it is. And Drake McDaniel, he's going to pick up 11 on the keeper in a first down for Georgia.
Don't worry, Murphy. You're cooking over there. Unfortunately, you're just cooking with propane. The fumes get to your head.
Hey, yeah. There's a lot of things going on. There was a comment to be made there about a West Virginia thing, but I'm not going to go there on a broadcast. Lane Easton picks up 6 on first down. It'll be 2nd down and 4.
Nah, the Mountain people don't need that level of intoleration against them.
Yeah, it's bad enough. And so 2nd down and 4, Georgia looking to extend the lead once again. McDaniel straight down the center of the field and open one more time is Jeff Master, 32 yards. And again, he's able to get inside the defender and make the play down the seam.
Master key, master hands, master moments. What a conversion there by Jeff Masters on that inside breaking route. Absolutely just took it and converted huge for the Bulldogs. And actually, you know, fun fact for you, Murph. Living here in the foothills of the Appalachian Mountains, can confirm. Crazy.
Oh, yeah, 100%. It's been a while since I've been home, but I 100% agree. It's crazy. And right up the middle and nearly finding the end zone that time was Lane Easton, and he has got it down to the 1 yard line, 1st and goal.
Now, not exactly the night that you would like for your running back, 2.5 yards, but hey, and go ahead.
No, Jed O'Reilly walks it into the end zone. So 3rd rushing touchdown for the Bulldogs. 1st for Jed O'Reilly. The other 2 have gone to Lane Easton as he was able to go up the middle. And West Virginia's defense surrenders another quick touchdown drive here in the 3rd quarter. So a game that was a 3-point ball game at the break has quickly turned into a 17-point Georgia lead, 5:35 to go in the 3rd quarter.
And Chad, if I may, air traffic control to Jed O'Reilly, you are clear for takeoff as the jet plane clears the tarmac for a touchdown.
And so now
I was holding back on that.
So West Virginia back on offense needs to find an answer. They need to find some points here on this drive. They need to find a way to move the football downfield and maybe just give their defense a moment to breathe on the sideline. And now Yost across the middle. It is complete. A big hit there. Still fighting for yards is Sebastian Grant, and he'll pick up 5.
Well, so funny thing, Murphy, something I've noticed out of Yost tonight on her performance throwing the ball, she's done really well throwing it on the boundaries. I would really like to see West Virginia stretch it and attack the boundaries, force the ball outside, and really make these Bulldogs respect it and cover it. Otherwise, it can really be taken off for a big play at any moment.
Well, we'll see if they listen here and test the boundary. They got 3 bunched to the near side, and they will come across the middle instead. It's Hunter Dow, catch and dropped quickly there. Gain of 3. It'll be 3rd and 1.
The absolute antithesis of the boundary, going directly over the middle as King Harris gets the 7th tackle of the game.
And now they will go to the ground game, trying to pick it up, and will not have a chance. And King Harris again, and he gets him in the backfield. His first tackle for loss, and Keith Samuels, just 9 carries, 9 yards. Not the average you want to see. And this West Virginia offense that looked really good early in this ball game has just been flatlined, and Georgia's defense has taken over.
Murph, I just got to be 100% honest with you. I really don't like that run to the outside on that route. Absolutely had a lot of clear running lane on the inside. Could have cut that in, picked that up. Just horrific. And if you look at it right now, Georgia is outclassing West Virginia 405 to 270. Absolutely having their way on the offensive side of this ball.
Some bigger plays downfield for this Georgia offense has really gotten them going. And Lane Easton for a gain of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd down and 6.
No, absolutely. When you have a running back averaging 2.6 yards a carry on a pretty somewhat heavy workload, you've got to expect the ball is moving downfield in the air.
2nd and 6. And play action. And McDaniel under pressure quickly just had to throw that one away. West Virginia nearly got home. It looked like Will Smith coming off the edge.
If he had maybe a microsecond left, he had a receiver wide open in the vicinity.
So 3rd and 6. Big play right here, especially for the Mountaineer defense. McDaniel straight down the numbers, complete, and it's a foot race. Do they have the angle to get him? They do not. Uriah Pace to the end zone for a Bulldog touchdown.
Uriah Pace sets the pace running to the finish line as he scoots his nose across the line for 6 as the Bulldogs extend this lead. It may be a battle of the freshman quarterbacks, but McDaniel is having the better side of it compared to CJ Yost. The Georgia offense looks almost unstoppable at this point as the gunslinger, as quoted in chat, just finds a way to find pay dirt as the Bulldogs extend this lead now 45-21, 3:53 left in the 3rd quarter.
The 24-point ball game, 21 unanswered here in the third quarter alone for the Bulldogs. And early on, West Virginia's defense was playing well. They were slowing down Georgia. They were making some plays. They forced a turnover, but could not keep pace offensively, could not put enough points on the board early on to maybe put some extra pressure on Georgia. And now they are the ones with the weight of the world, it feels like, kind of crushing down on the offensive shoulders here. So the freshman CJ Yost got to find something on this drive. Looking, taking her shot to the sideline, and Jay Pittman, there's a good start, picks up 16.
Pittman absolutely being that blanket receiver, 9 receptions, 125 in the air on the day. What an absolute security blanket for Yost as she's trying to make something work, trying to dig up out of this hole. Twitch update after this play.
So 1st and 10, ball across the 40 to the Mountaineer 42-yard line. Tight end in motion. They'll throw it again. This one underneath. It is Berger. Slips one tackle, and he's got a gain of 9 to midfield.
Over on Twitch, we have a 1-yard touchdown run by Jalen Tyree for OSU to retake the lead. 38-35, 1:10 left in the third.
Back under center is Yost on 2nd and 1. She will throw it right down the middle of the field. It is completed as Pittman still going on his feet and all the way inside the 25-yard line before he is dropped rudely on his head by King Harris, but it is a Mountaineer first down.
Good way for Pittman to run that inside route, absolutely having that inside leverage, breaking free, untouched, and they absolutely got dumped on the head for worse to say. But what a big way to rumble, bumble, and stumble for the extra yardage and the first down.
And I apologize, that was number 2, not number 3. So Benjamin Starks on the tackle there. And now Yost looking under some late pressure, gets this one complete to Hunter Dow. 7-yard pickup before he is bounced out of bounds. It'll be 2nd down and 3.
And next time an endowment's going to be needed if you're going to send a hospital pass like that. What a unnecessary blow that Dow had to take on that shot by the DB for Georgia. Wow.
So 2nd down and 3. West Virginia back in the PX1 Sports Red Zone. 2 trips, 2 scores, or 2 touchdowns so far, but it's been a minute since they've been there. This one thrown across the middle, in and out of the hands of the intended receiver. It'll be 3rd and 3.
No, absolutely good way to shake it up and keep this offense on their heels, not knowing where to go.
So on 3rd down, they'll throw it again. Yost. And that one is dropped. So back-to-back plays. West Virginia had first downs, but the receivers cannot hold on to it, and they will bring out Luke Legg for the field goal here. It'll be about a 34-yard attempt. It is up, and it is good. So points are points if you're West Virginia, but you had an opportunity there to continue this drive and get 7, and now you're still down 21. It's 45-24, 2:23 to go, 3rd quarter.
And Murph, that's why we predicate no popcorn on the sidelines, no popcorn in the locker room. Absolutely no excuses for Butterfingers. You cannot afford to make those kind of drops. Yes, you're right. 3 points are 3 points, but you absolutely were in prime position for 6 points and to kind of cut in more on this gap. And now you still got a pretty substantial hole behind you.
Well, there you saw Georgia. The last 4 drives have ended in touchdowns. So West Virginia's got to change that if they have any chance to get back in this game. Lane Easton starts this drive with a 4-yard carry.
Oh, no, absolutely. 4 consecutive scoring drives for Georgia. Georgia's feeling themselves right now. They're daring the Mountaineers defense to stop them.
2nd and 6. 3-man rush. Can't get home, and that one is it's dropped. So a case of the dropsies over there on the Georgia sideline. It'll be 3rd and 6.
Yeah, Brady Chaffin just could not find a way to come up with the ball. A weird errant drop.
And now they'll go empty here on 3rd and 6. McDaniel looking straight down the middle and again finds a receiver. So on 3rd down, when Georgia needs a play, they have made them. This time it's Jed O'Reilly for 21.
And the jet plane just sneaking in across the way, picking up the first down the dirty way. Absolutely love seeing the backup running back get in there and sneak his way in to get the Bulldogs conversion.
So 1st and 10, ball at their own 46-yard line. Under center is McDaniel. Sees something at the line of scrimmage, changes it up, and we'll go draw play. And a lot of room to work for Easton. He's got 15 and a 1st down.
That's just good, hard running by Easton, getting that average up, just dropping the shoulders, saying, I wish anybody would try to come meet me. Takes 3 men to bring him up, to bring him down after almost a 15-yard gain.
And that was Brent Dale. Got credit for the tackle, his 10th on the night. And back under center, they go back to the ground game. Easton will not have as much success this time around. A gain of just 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
No, absolutely not. The platoon swarmed in and was not letting Easton have any additional free yards.
2-by-2 look here. McDaniel in the shotgun. Little delayed handoff here, bouncing off of a defender. But that play was stopped in the backfield. But Jed O'Reilly winds up with 9 and a 1st down.
And the jet plane absolutely just fights a gritty 1st down run.
20 1st downs for the Bulldog offense. Moving it again here. A lot of room to work. And again, it's Jed O'Reilly for 14. And they are just running through the Mountaineer defense now. As you can see, the Mountaineer defense getting a little bit tired out there on the field.
Jed O'Reilly's absolutely just having a performance this drive. Wow.
Back to the ground this time. It's Easton. He's down to the 5 before he's dropped. It'll be 2nd and 2.
Georgia is just implementing this ground and pound and just daring the Mountaineers to find a way to hold them back.
Offset eye, tight end in the formation on the left. He'll now slide to the right-hand side of the formation. Drop back for McDaniel. Back corner of the end zone. It's intercepted. Didn't get enough air underneath it. And Will Brown goes up, makes the play, and boy, did West Virginia need that.
Now, absolutely had the receiver open in the back of the end zone and just underthrew it. And unfortunately, the DB was there to absolutely reap the benefits.
West Virginia would love a quick strike here to potentially get themselves back into this. And it is off target, that time incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Too much pressure there. Absolutely nothing doing for this Mountaineer offense on that play.
8 seconds to go here in quarter number 3. Offset eye. And they will run it outside with Samuels. He's got a little bit of room to work. He's got the 1st down before he's knocked out of bounds. Give him a gain of 12 and move the chain.
Absolutely good hard run there by Keith Samuels. Not having his name called a lot tonight, but getting it done.
And that is how quarter number 3 comes to a close. Georgia in control right now. West Virginia looking to mount a comeback. Come on back. You're watching the CFSL presented by PX1 Sports here on YouTube. And welcome back inside Mountaineer Field. Nate Murphy, Dominic Barfield set to bring you quarter number 4. West Virginia with football, 1st and 10 in what is a must-score kind of drive for the West Virginia offense. Yost taking her shot downfield, and that is caught by Hunter Dow along the sideline. A big play, gain of 35 and a 1st down.
Now, absolutely, what a big sideline snag and just a big momentum shift for West Virginia, getting that big push down the field.
And that is a big play that West Virginia absolutely needed to have. Now ball on the Bulldog 30-yard line. 1st and 10. Yost drop back under some pressure, has to dump this underneath. It is Hamilton Berger, and he will pick up 4 yards to set up a 2nd down and 6. Excuse me. So here we go on 2nd down. Ball sitting at the Georgia 26-yard line now. Berger in motion left to right. He'll line up in the slot, stay in the block. Yost looking. Floats this one. Back corner of the end zone. Incomplete. Damian Thatcher was there and was able to knock it away.
What a very dangerous throw by Yost there, trying to test the backside of the boundary of the end zone. Happy for that to fall to the ground.
3rd and 6. Big play here for the Mountaineers. Back corner of the end zone, the other side. And that one is knocked away. This time it's Nick Lee. And West Virginia going to have to go for it here.
That is the 2nd time Nick Lee has almost made some type of big play for this defense tonight.
Huge play here for the Mountaineer offense. 4th down and 6. Throw it underneath. Not going to have a chance as Maurice Brown, a walk-on running back, can't get away. It'll be a turnover on downs for the Mountaineers.
Unfortunately, you throw short, you tend to stay short. Not the type of play you needed to see right there for the Mountaineers.
And now back to the ground game go the Bulldogs, and it's Lane Easton. Quick pickup of 5 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 5.
You're absolutely going to be happy to see that right now as the Bulldogs. He's looked 557 yards to 334 offensive yards for the Bulldogs to the Mountaineers.
And now split the tight end out to the slot. Play fake here. McDaniel looking all kinds of time. And open receiver dropped. Well, there was a big play to be had right there, but the pass falls incomplete.
No, absolutely. Receiver was completely open, turned the eyes upfield, did not secure in the catch, and what a drop.
And this one over the middle, and this time it's held on to. Jaden Charles through the contact. Caspian Oko was right there, put a big hit on him, but couldn't jar the ball free.
Had mustard on the zip for McDaniel, and what a way for Charles to hold on through the contact for the conversion.
And now on 1st down, they're going to go back to the ground game. Easton, quick 6 yards. So the ground game, especially on 1st down, Dominic's starting to really take control.
No, absolutely. Credit to Brent Dale, his 11th tackle in the game on that play.
So 2nd down and 4. Quick drop back across the middle. Open receiver once again. And guess who? Uriah Pace. He's had a big night tonight. On just 4 catches, 123 yards and a touchdown. This one will go for a 1st down.
I mean, Murph, when you're averaging just under 31 yards a single catch, I mean, how do you not feel almost unstoppable on the night?
Well, that's pretty much how the entire Georgia offense feels right now. There's a little bit of a sluggish start, but they have really taken control of this ball game, especially in the 3rd quarter. And Easton picks up 2. Wasn't a lot of room there that time. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You know, hey, we're here in the South. We don't call it a sluggish start. That's cold starting a diesel engine.
Now, that's exactly what it was. But once it got warmed up,
she was running.
It's just been rolling down the highway ever since. Eastbound and down style. And now McDaniel straight down the seam. That one was knocked away. It was Brent Dale that tried to get his hands on that one, was able to knock it down.
Dale was getting ready to say, we're going to take it down I-20 and say, y'all ain't got nothing.
3rd and 8. This is where Georgia has been extremely effective tonight. Off the back foot this time, and it's knocked down. Incomplete, so West Virginia steps up, makes a stop there. Is it too little too late? We'll find out. 6:26 to go and a 21-point hole for the Mountaineers.
Yeah, absolutely sketchy throw by McDaniel. Asante McDaniel was absolutely ready to snag that. What a weird throw by the quarterback.
And that one hits at the goal line, goes into the end zone. So West Virginia going to get the ball on their own 20, down 45-24. And Dominic, this Georgia defense really turned things on about midway through the 2nd quarter. They've been putting pressure on the quarterback. They've made plays in the secondary, and it has continued throughout this ball game. And there they make another one. The throw into the flat is intercepted, and this is a pick 6 for the Bulldogs. It's Thatcher that houses this one.
And can I get a pick 6? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Georgia extends the lead in this game. When it rains, it pours. Sometimes you're the nail, sometimes you're the hammer. And Georgia is putting it on country road style in West Virginia territory. What a onslaught right now. Everything is just going right for the Bulldog offense, defense, special team. This Mountaineers team is just scratching their head as they're looking for something to build on for next week.
Good return here from Tank Golden, and things started well for West Virginia. First drive went right downfield, put it in the end zone. A little bit back and forth early on, then they were able to put a couple more drives together, but things have just kind of fallen apart. And again, credit to the Georgia defense. They have turned it on, they put the pressure on, and they have made West Virginia really look this way. It's been a credit to Georgia, and Yost looking to come up with something. This one dumped underneath. Samuels open, and the catch and run, good for a first down.
No, unfortunately, Murphy kind of just feels like the vibe for Wednesday night on YouTube. At one point in the Auburn Virginia Tech game, it was 17-23, and Auburn just ran away with it.
Now 1st and 10. Yost looking across the middle. This one is complete. Pittman once again picking up the Tony 10 here on Wednesday night. It'll be 2nd and short as Pittman up to 161 yards receiving.
Pittman is absolutely trying to do anything to stake a case for offensive player of the week in that locker room.
2nd and short. Yost will throw it again. Fires on the corner route. That is complete. Sebastian Grant, gain of 14 and a first down.
And said all for naught. So the game might as well be out of hand, but the West Virginia offense is still fighting, trying to make something work and keep some fighting spirit in it.
18 first downs for West Virginia. So they have moved the football at times, and they're going to pick up another first down here. Hunter Dow, 21 yards and a first down inside the 10-yard line. So 1st and goal for the Mountaineers.
I was like, yeah, now if you think about it, there's only a four first down gap in between the two teams, but you look at the scoreboard and it's just absolutely astounding the effort that Georgia has put in tonight on the road.
Well, Georgia's hit some big plays, so that takes some first downs off the board, obviously. West Virginia's had a couple of key drops, so that hurts them. And they go draw play here with Keith Samuels. He'll pick up 5. It'll be 2nd and goal for West Virginia.
Right now, West Virginia is just trying to do anything to keep this game competitive and make it manageable.
And now on 2nd and goals. Yost to the back or to the corner of the end zone. It's KJ Smith, his 2nd touchdown grab on the night. And West Virginia closes the gap some. They'll get it back to 21 with the extra point.
And, you know, all for naught, you would imagine that it's just been a rough night for CJ Yost. She's thrown for 432 yards in this game. Albeit the score may be a massive gap, this offense has drove and fought. And also, meanwhile, over on Twitch, we have Jacob Wadsworth with a pick 6 with 1:01 left to put Colorado up 45-38 over OSU.
West Virginia looking for an onside kick here, but Jeff Master, he's shown the good hands all night long, and he will show them again here on the special teams unit. Gets the ball back for Georgia.
Not sure why the kicker was in there on the teamwork makes the dream work, but interesting.
You know, West Virginia needed a highlight somewhere. As 1st and 10, Georgia. And they are still throwing the ball here, and it's knocked down. Brandon Carr undercuts that one. His 3rd deflection on the night.
Carr is due at some point in the next week or two for a pick, the way that he is deflecting balls. Wow.
2nd and 10. We'll see if they go back to the ground game. They do. It's Easton, and he will not get away this time. Tank Golden with the stop in the backfield. His 2nd TFL, and it'll be 3rd and 13.
And the Tank drops the boom, holding him in the backfield. You'd like to think this game is all for naught, but West Virginia is not trying to hear any of that, and they are trying to cause shenanigans under any circumstance to get back into this game.
8 for 13 are the Bulldogs on 3rd down. That's the biggest difference in this ballgame. This one thrown underneath, and they are going to convert again as Easton picks up just enough to move the chains.
And if you're the home team, you'd like to think that's a controversial spot. Looked a little short to me, but hey, we're up here in the booth. You know, our booth's rocking a little bit. But hey, it looks short to me.
Yeah, it was definitely close, but first down yardage, and this one thrown into the bench, incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Absolutely just sailed away to live to see another play. You do not hate that whatsoever.
So now on 2nd down, 4:03 to go. Georgia will turn, hand this one off. Easton trying to get to the edge, and Tank Golden again comes flying up and makes the play. It'll be 3rd and 9.
And the platoon of Mountaineers is absolutely trying to just do everything to stymie this offense.
And on third down, can Georgia convert again? Underneath, they will not. It was close. Jaden Charles picks up 7, needed 2 more. It'll be fourth down.
As Georgia's likely going to settle for the field goal. Over there, we went final on Twitch. Colorado wins 45-38 over Ohio State.
So Elwood Gray comes up with the stop there. Now Georgia looking to extend the lead again, and they will as Mike Anderson, the senior, puts it between the pipes, and it is 55-31. Look at all over WVU, and 3:20 to play here in the ballgame. West Virginia going to get it back and would love to put together one more big drive and close this out with another touchdown.
You know, Murph, good stats over here on YouTube. So far through the season, we have not had a missed field goal over here on YouTube. Like to see that continue as far as it can into the season.
No, we'll see if that continues as kickers throughout the league. We'll blame you for the first miss here on YouTube.
No,
and this one is thrown underneath. Hunter Dow holds on through the contact. It'll be 2nd down and 2 after the 8-yard pickup.
Dowell averaging 15.4 yards a snag. Absolutely trying to make anything happen for the Mountaineers offense.
2nd and short. Yost drop back quickly, throws this one, and just missed her receiver. Looked like she had Grant breaking to the sideline, couldn't connect.
No, she absolutely had an open step out there on the receiver. Just couldn't put the ball in the perfect placement.
3rd and 3. Empty set here for the Mountaineers. Yost throws this one towards the sideline. It is complete, cutting it upfield, and it's a big play. Tao for 21 and a 1st down for West Virginia.
And General Tao with the powwow 1st down as they keep fighting. Mountaineers will not go away. They're going to do everything in their power to keep this game competitive. Down to 0-0s. You love to see that kind of effort.
Trying to build towards next week. Penn State, their next opponent, so they know it certainly doesn't get any easier from here because then they step into Big 12 play as well. So trying to build something. This one incomplete. It's dropped again. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
And I fully agree. You would like to get some non-conference wins before heading into conference play. Give you a little bit of a ride going into the death schedule.
But then again, conference play is the important part of your schedule. You win enough in conference play, you make the playoffs. This one thrown to the corner. It is complete. KJ Smith, the freshman, having a night. 4 catches, 51 yards, and 2 scores.
Just a beautiful corner route, and CJ Yost, she put it on a dime where it needed to be. What a beautiful throw.
And another big play for KJ Smith as well. So some bright spots. Again, West Virginia's offense has looked better this week than they did a week ago. So maybe they're starting to put some things together. But again, Georgia's defense has really stepped up in the biggest moments. Boy, nearly came up with another interception there. Somehow, Keith Samuels is able to find the football and picks up 6.
That is a very hefty throw by CJ Yost to try to attempt. Got lucky that went away unharmed. And what a pickup.
Vasquez comes up with the tackle there. Yost going to throw it again. Under some pressure, hit as she lets it go, and it falls incomplete.
Oh, and just the 22nd incompletion tonight, as she is 66.6% on completion percentage on the night.
3rd and 4. Blitz coming. She slips one defender, throws it to the back corner of the end zone, and it is caught. Hunter Dow keeps the feet in bounds, and West Virginia does put another touchdown on the board.
And Dowell has the footwork to make that good on Sundays, if I'm not mistaken. What a throw, but what a catch. No, it looks like it's just 1 foot got in bounds. Well, we have the PAT coming up to Penn. And nope, take that back. The Booth's going to take a quick look at this.
Well, Booth is going to look at it. I thought he was in on first glance.
Yeah, he's in.
He's in. And in a game like this is just the Booth being greedy, needing to get on TV.
Now you got to find a way to fit airwaves. You got to fit airwave for no time. They got to stretch it out. We got to pay some bills. It's always like that.
And West Virginia going to line it up and go for 2. Yost looking. Goes it underneath. It's Dow, but will not even come close to the end zone. So the score remains 55-37. Georgia on top, and Yost now over 500 yards, 5 touchdowns tonight does have the 2 interceptions, including one that went back for a pick 6, and this time it's Jaden Charles recovering the onside kick. 1:49 to play here in this ballgame.
No, Murph, remind me, throw short, chase short, right? Like, why do you not throw that into the end zone on the 2-point? That's so abhorrent.
And so now the run, Easton just trying to chew the clock, and I think Georgia's defense probably had a little bit to do with that. It forced them back towards the quarterback there, and again, like you said, throw short, stay short. They did a good job tackling in space. Now Georgia just
taking the clock down.
Yep, just going to run out the clock and head back south with a big non-conference win. It'll be their first of the season. West Virginia will fall 0-2.
The SEC's going to like sneaking their head up there and snatching a win on the road. That's going to feed right into the SEC ego.
Well, you know, it happens. And Georgia came out. They had a great game plan. And again, started slow, built as the game went on. As Jay Walker comes up with the tackle there, it'll force a punt. West Virginia not calling the timeout. And I don't believe we are going to see another snap.
I don't think we should. This should be just getting out of here with everybody intact.
And as the clock winds down, that will do it. So Georgia comes on the road and dominates throughout the middle of this ball game and wins this football game 55-37. So Dominic, let's start wrapping this one up and end our Wednesday night.
No, absolutely. It looked like it was going to be a just head-to-head blowout. Absolutely, both teams looked unstoppable. And then the cold start diesel of Georgia's offense absolutely just took over. They tightened down on defense, really forced West Virginia into nothing until late into the game. Absolute just masterclass on all facets of the ball by Georgia. They're going to look into that, taking that into the week 3, and you've also got West Virginia going to look to find some answers going into Penn State next week.
And with that, I'd like to say thank you to our associate producer, Austin Crow, executive producer, Mike Peters, and of course, my broadcast partner, Dominic Barfield, for tonight's action. On behalf of our entire broadcast crew, I'm Nate Murphy, and you've been watching the CFSL presented by PX1 Sports here on YouTube. So that'll do it for Wednesday night, but make sure you come back tomorrow. It all kicks off at 6:30 Central Time. Notre Dame hits the road to take on Penn State on Twitch, and here on YouTube in Eugene, it's the Ducks and the Longhorns. Good night, everyone, and we will see you later.